Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? I hope you all are doing well. A lot of you keep asking me where I live, whether I live on campus or off campus, how much rent do I pay, is it safe? I get so many questions about this. So, in today's video, I'll answer all your questions and I will give you a little apartment tour and show you guys the place that I live in. So, yeah, stay tuned until the end and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hello, this is my little place. Welcome. We have a little shoe rack over here, but it is clearly not enough for the both of us. And then that's our living room. I am usually never here. Usually, always my roommate that spends time here. I'm always like inside in the bedroom. So she has done all this like decoration, putting the plants on the lamp. Yeah, that is all her stuff. And then I was studying for my part-time job. I was studying my case study earlier. So I have that over here. And then my friends gifted me this skateboard on my birthday, which I am yet to learn. I haven't learned it properly. I was almost about to fall one time and then I stopped learning it. And then I put up this Christmas tree during Christmas, which was almost like 3 to 4 months ago. But then it was so pretty, I didn't want to take it down. And then me and my friends decorated it together, and all of us have our initials on there, which I think is really cute. And then over here is our dining area, dining table. Again, I don't think I ever actually use the dining table. I'm always either on the sofa or inside on my bed. But sometimes, like while having breakfast and stuff, I'm always here talking to my parents. And then that is my usual spot where I make videos. You might identify like the Christmas tree and the door at the back. I always make my videos over there. And then this is our kitchen. I think it's perfect for the both of us. Like it's like the perfect size. We haven't done our dishes, so let's not look there. And there's two shelves everywhere, so it's kind of unsaid, but we use one of these shelves. This one's mine. I have a lot of like Maharashtrian cuisine stuff that you might not get here. This is, I mentioned this in almost all my videos, I think, but I love having thecha, and then I have shengachi chutney, I have papad, I have kaju badam, then like some other stuff, salsa, bread, achar and stuff. And then we have a microwave. We have a dishwasher, but we never really use the dishwasher because we put all our plates in the sink. And then my roommate uses this to put her stuff, which I'm completely okay with because we never use it anyways. And then we also have an oven, which again we have never used. And so I usually put my stuff inside there. Yesterday I tried baking in here for the first time. I tried making a cake and it did not go very well. I don't know what that is, but that is not what I was trying to make. I had a mix. I don't know how I still messed it up. Yeah, there's a water filter. So I collect fridge magnets. A bunch of places I've been to, and then I think my roommate also has started collecting these because she got these ones from Chicago when she went over spring break. And then I've written down meal ideas so that I don't need to open my fridge and then decide what to eat. I can just look at this and be like, okay, I feel like having potato curry today, so I'll make that. And oh, also, this is one of my most favorite things here because in the US, you don't really see fans, like ceiling fans, and I really like that I have this over here. Although I never use it, I just always have the AC on. And then we have a little storage space over here, which is kind of messy. Just a glimpse. And then that's like a bathroom. You wouldn't want to see that. It's all the normal stuff: sink, toilet, bathtub, and stuff. And then this is our bedroom. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I live with only one roommate and we both share this room. So this is my side of the room. That's hers. We're not going to show that for privacy. That's my closet, which is like the entire wall. This is my side. But again, honestly, it's very messy. So just a glimpse. Not gonna open it. And then yeah, a study table. I have a little vision board that I made during my part-time job. I think this is also really cute. It's like little song lyrics from the songs that I like. And that is my bed. I made my bed today. Not usually that clean. And I was just watching like vlogs earlier. So I have my laptop over here, some pictures from India, pictures with my friends here, and then some random posters. I tried to make the wall aesthetic, but it clearly didn't work out. So that was my little apartment. I really like staying here, and I know I'm going to miss it so much next year because I'm going back to India in a month. I leave in a month, which is also crazy. I'm going to be done with my second year of college in less than a month, and then I'm going to go back to India for 3 months, and then I'll come back and probably move to another place. But yeah, I really like living in this place. And I don't know if I've said this, but I did live on campus last year, which was my freshman year, and that was also an amazing experience. I had an amazing roommate who is recording the video right now. And now to answer all you guys' questions. I know I've mentioned this 4 times in my vlog already, but I did live on campus in my first year. I lived in a dorm, which is the word that they say here for a hostel. So I lived on campus. I had a roommate. The only thing different I feel like is when you're living in a dorm, it's a very like small space. There's one room, and then you have to share that room with another person. It's basically just that one room. But when you move off campus, it's a much bigger space. Like you can see, there's a living room, there's a kitchen, and then a bedroom shared in two people. Yeah, I think that's the main reason that I wanted to move out, because it is a bigger space. And usually off campus housing is also a little bit cheaper than on campus housing. It costs lesser when you share a room than when you have your own separate room. I think right now the standard rates for having like your own room start from around like 700, $800, and they go up to like 1900, $2000 at the highest. And then if you're sharing a room, I think it really depends on where you're living. But for this apartment right now, I pay $400, which is also kind of a funny story because this apartment is worth a lot more than that. So it is supposed to be $600 each. So we are supposed to pay $1,200 in total. But so what happened was, when we signed the lease, it was the four of us signing the lease, and we were supposed to move into a bigger apartment. And then when we got here, when we moved into that apartment, we realized there's so many little problems with the apartment that we could not move into that unit. And we asked the leasing people to move us to another unit because that wasn't what they had promised us, but they did not have enough of the bigger units available. So they kind of split our leases and then moved us into different apartments. And so this is where me and my roommate moved. And because we had already signed the lease, they had to give us a new apartment in a cheaper rate. So this would cost around $600 per person, to give you an idea of how much the rent is here. Safety wise, I would definitely say on campus would be a lot safer than off campus housing. Not that I've ever felt unsafe here, it's just that while walking to campus, if your apartment is a little far away, you might come across homeless people, and that might be a little bit dangerous. But for me, again, I've never felt unsafe here. The college where my major is offered through is called the Elo College of Management, which is literally a 3 to 4 minute walk. So I don't have to worry about that. But yeah, that I think answers all the questions that I wanted to talk about. If you still have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section down below, and I'll do my best to answer them. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like the video and subscribe to my channel.